Normally, we do our useless fact of the day right around this time, every weekday morning, and we decided this week and this week alone will be, today at least, will be the only day there'll be no useless fact because we actually have useful information.
We have useful information for you.
It is Fire Prevention Week. And, there are places, obviously, all around the world, all around the country, celebrating Fire Prevention Week.
Yeah, a ton of stuff going on.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on in the schools. And Jess actually posted about this up on the website over the weekend. And it got us thinking, with Fire Prevention Week happening, who better to come in and talk about Fire Prevention Week than some local firemen.
Than firefighters.
So
come on.
We have a couple of guys joining us on the show. Our special guest this morning from the Red Hook Fire Company. Fellas, how are you this morning?
We're good.
There you go. All right, so introduce yourself. First name?
Keith and Gilbert.
Keith and...
I'm Shawn.
Keith and Shawn from the Red Hook Fire Company in studio with us. And first of all, fellas, we appreciate you obviously driving up here on an early Wednesday morning. And with fire prevention underway now, Jess, it started, on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And Shawn, if you can, step over to the microphone there.
Yep.
You guys do, when it comes to fire prevention, a lot of this involves schools.
Yes.
And going in and talking to, to kids and how they can prevent, fires and what to do in case of a fire.
Absolutely.
And you guys do a lot of this up in Red Hook?
Yes, sir, we do. We do preschools, the middle school, elementary school. We reach out to everybody, including even the elder care, assisted living places.
Oh, very cool. So now when you go into the schools, do you meet with the classes individually to kind of go over? What's some of the stuff you go over with some of the younger kids?
Okay, when we go into a preschool, we'll normally meet individually with the classes to try to keep the classes more manageable.
Okay.
And with the little kids, we cover the basics. Obviously, don't play with fire. Don't play around candles. Stop, drop, and roll if your clothes are burning. Stay low and go. Once you get out of the house, stay out of the house. Things like that.
Right. I know my 5-year-old son absolutely loves the phrase "stop, drop, and roll." Right. He loves it, and he they practice it, and he knows what to do in case of a fire. And I think that these programs are just awesome. And I know that we shine the light on it this week. But, I always love when I hear of our local fire departments going into our local schools and, educating the kids. Because honestly, what are you going to do if there's a house fire in your house?
Right.
And
that's exactly right. Hope is not a great plan.
Yeah.
Always be ready. Fire prevention is year-round. Check your smoke detectors. We're changing the clock soon, so that means we're automatically going to change our batteries.
Right. Yeah.
But not only that, but get in the habit of the 5th of every month is what our brother firefighters in the career side like to say. When on the 5th, you check your smoke detectors every month. You push the test button.
Right.
Make sure they're working. And then also the big push now is to understand that smoke detectors and CO alarms are only good for a 10-year lifespan.
Okay.
So if you got something in your house that you can't remember when you bought it or if you just moved in, take it down. There's actually a date of manufacture on every one. And, that's really important.
I know that some of those things, I know with, like the CO detectors and all that, can be on the pricey side. But it could save your life.
Absolutely.
And that's, the obviously the most important part of all of this. And, we appreciate, obviously, the fellas showing up from the Red Hook Fire Company to come in. And you guys are going. Now, have you been at schools already this week?
We start tomorrow with our big push. We've done a couple of little preschools here and there, kind of a primer.
Yeah.
Get us back in the game. And you know what I mean?
Like riding a bicycle. You got to ride around the block a couple times.
We don't want to jump right in front of 500 kids and be like,
Dip, dip. Here's what we do.
Tomorrow's our big one. Tomorrow we go to the Mill Road School in Red Hook, which is the elementary school. And we have the smokehouse there that we get from Dutchess County 911. And
the kids love that, don't they?
Right. We bring all of our rigs out, and this is our big push. This is a full day of fire prevention. Our guys love it. They all take days off of work. We have a dozen at least of our people that have, are taking sick days tomorrow. Don't tell anybody. and we're going to go do this fire prevention thing. And it's a great push. And then we'll do it consistently, probably for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
This is what I say all the time, and Jess, you'll know the volunteer firemen and the women's auxiliary and ladies that volunteer. You guys are like the backbone of the community. You really are, right, and I know that I'm going to speak for the folks in Red Hook. they're lucky to have you guys doing the job that you're doing, and we really appreciate you obviously coming by to. I wish you brought the house here. The smokehouse would have been great. Yes, next time.
Next year. You have us back next year. We'll have the smokehouse.
You guys come up on a Monday night and we'll put you through some drills.
Yeah. You guys want to come up? We'll put you in a smokehouse, a real smokehouse.
Jess never believes me, but actually my kids don't believe me either. But when I was younger, growing up in Windham, I was a member of the volunteer fire department in Ashland, which is a town right over. Okay. And I remember going through the training in Catskill where I mean, it's no joke. It really is. And, I know that in 2016 now, technology has obviously gone, beyond our, wildest dreams. And I think that, having guys that are knowledgeable and know what to do, it's nice to know that when you put your head down at night, that there are guys like you guys there to, help us if we need it.
Sure. Thank you very much.
We really appreciate it.
While we're on the topic, I'd just like to put a shout out to all of the volunteer fire companies. And if anybody has any desire to learn more about becoming a volunteer, please reach out to your local fire company. Yep. We need everybody. We need firefighters. We need drivers. We need EMTs.
There's administrative stuff that people can do in the house without actual being, going into a burning building or doing CPR. Right. There's a lot of stuff that people can do. Yeah. Hidden talents are,
I notice that if you drive around here in the Hudson Valley, you see it all the time. You drive by your local firehouse and you always see on the sign, volunteers needed, volunteers needed, volunteers needed. Don't think they have enough people in your local fire department because odds are they don't. Exactly. And they could always use somebody new. And
that's exactly right. We are always looking for new people. And if you have some free time, we will use you.
Yeah.
We need
will fill it.
Yeah.
That's it. There is so much work to be done, and there's so few hands to do it. So I really appreciate you guys bringing us in and letting us share this. That's outstanding.
Listen, you guys are the best, and we appreciate not only the Red Hook Fire Company, but all of our volunteer firemen.